Super Grover's Boxcar Derby. Tucked into the charming Sesame Street Bay of Play, Super Grover's Boxcar Derby offers a basic and solid kiddie coaster. How solid? With its drop and simple layout, this was at one point one of my favorite kiddie coasters that I've been on. Why? Find out in this review. Super Grover's Boxcar Derby originally opened as Shamu Express in 2004. Despite the large focus on kids and families at SeaWorld San Antonio, this was the third coaster to open at this park, almost 7 years after Great White made history as SeaWorld's first roller coaster. Although the nostalgic part of me is sad to see the Shamu theming being removed from SeaWorld parks, a well-themed Sesame Street coaster is always well appreciated. This particular model of kiddie coaster has 5 clones, all found in Europe, with the most notable being Orca, which is located in Spain's Canary Islands, and still runs with Orca trains as Shamu Express did back in the day at SeaWorld. So for those not looking to travel to Europe, Super Grover's Boxcar Derby at SeaWorld San Antonio is the only layout of this kiddie coaster found in the United States. Since being rethemed in 2018, it is similar as any other Super Grover's Boxcar Derby, with the main theming being the various cars throughout the train, and my favorite being the Bert and Ernie buddy car, which, full disclosure, is the only seat I've ever ridden this coaster in, making it the second coaster at this park, along with Wavebreaker the rescue coaster, in which I do not prefer either the very front or very back row. There is relatively little theming along the actual coaster, which is the same as other Sesame Street themed coasters, but seems like a miss as always. The water play area that helps anchor the Bay of Play really makes this a first-rate kids area, which radiates to all that parents and kids should be able to have a wonderful time enjoying this area. Since the Bay of Play is centrally located with easy access to the Sea Star Theater, which has had Sesame Street shows in the past, the Sea Lion Stadium, and the Beluga Stadium, this area is the perfect place for families to gravitate around during their day at SeaWorld San Antonio. Although the Sesame Street theming isn't as well done as the theming found in Orlando, I love the mix of rides and how this area radiates a great theme park experience. Grover's Boxcar Derby starts off with a small lift hill that is followed by a small turnaround at the top. This turnaround helps to release the train from the lift hill, which allows for more speed and forces during the initial drop. Which, given the drop's small size, it is appreciated that this coaster looks to maximize what elements it does have. And because of this, you get a solid, comparatively, drop feeling during this drop, which is then paired with a quick, sharp turn to the right. This mix of nice drop feelings combined with quick laterals is an absolutely enjoyable and memorable roller coaster experience, and something that all coasters, big or small, should consider doing as it is truly special. After this turn, you have a quick bunny hill that, when combined with a sharp turn, has you thrown around like a rag doll. It doesn't really give a nice airtime pop, but does pop you out of your seat as you're thrown about. You have a final turn around, which isn't anything too special. Then, you go around the course again in true kiddie coaster fashion. Overall, how good is Super Grover's Boxcar Derby? Normally, a solid kiddie coaster for me has a few enjoyable elements. Sea Serpent at Fun Spot Orlando, for instance, has a nice drop and then 2 really good bunny hills that offer solid airtime. So it is slightly surprising that I'm that in love with this one element, its drop on this coaster, but I really am. But it's not just the drop, but how the drop plays with a sharp turn and a small hill afterwards. Initially, I had this as one of my favorite kiddie coasters, but upon re-rides, it fell down my rankings as this sequence just isn't as superior as I remembered it. I rank it right above fellow San Antonio coaster Streamliner coaster at Six Flags Fiesta Texas. I love the first drop on Streamliner, but the overall layout is rather basic, even for a kiddie coaster. I rank it right below Hillside Roller Coaster at Chai Khao Coffee in Thailand. This basic coaster as well, but the setting, adventure to find it, and various shaking throughout the course made it enjoyable enough. The Super Grover's Boxcar Derby's standout element is better than any single element you'll find on Hillside Roller Coaster. What are your thoughts on Super Grover's Boxcar Derby at SeaWorld San Antonio? Is it drop something truly enjoyable that you'd like to see on other coasters? Which car is your favorite to ride in? Let me know, and as always, Kapun Krap.